A seismic shift is occurring in global trade. The US, once China's top customer, is buying less, while Africa is buying more. This shift is redrawing the global trade map, with ships now heading south to Africa. Economists and leaders worldwide are taking note. China seeks new markets and Africa seeks growth partners. This new relationship offers opportunities and challenges. It affects prices, jobs, and global connections. We're witnessing a new chapter in economic history. The old trade routes are being questioned, and new paths are emerging. Understanding this shift is crucial for everyone. It impacts the goods we buy and the jobs we hold. The world is becoming more interconnected in surprising ways. Numbers reveal the trade shift's magnitude. In August 2025, China's exports to the US dropped by 33%. Meanwhile, exports to Africa surged by 26%. China-Africa trade hit a record $295.6 billion in 2024. This growth trend shows no signs of slowing. China's trade surplus with Africa reached $60 billion in just 8 months. In contrast, US-Africa trade was only $67.4 billion in 2024. The American share of Africa's imports is shrinking. China's relationship with Africa is booming, while the US is losing ground. The numbers highlight two diverging trade paths. China's trade with Africa is accelerating rapidly. The US is becoming a smaller player in Africa's market. This shift is reshaping global economic dynamics. China's influence in Africa is growing stronger. The US must adapt to this changing landscape. Tariffs are a key factor in the trade shift. The US imposed high tariffs on Chinese goods, making them costly. China responded by removing tariffs on African imports. This policy makes African goods cheaper for Chinese buyers. China is actively building ties with Africa through initiatives like FOCAC. The US has shifted to a reciprocal trade model, creating uncertainty. China's strategy is clear. Africa is a major future partner. The US is showing a red light, while China shows a green light to Africa. These policies are reshaping global trade routes. Africa's demand for goods is driving the trade shift. Fast-growing economies and a young population fuel this demand. Infrastructure projects need materials, and China is supplying them. A growing middle class seeks affordable products, and China delivers. Chinese brands fill shops across African cities. Green energy products from China are popular as Africa seeks clean power. Africa provides a vast market for China's excess production capacity. The AFCFTA makes Africa an attractive investment destination. China's involvement in Africa is a win-win for both sides. The continent's integration creates stability and opportunity. This trade shift will have lasting global effects. The US faces challenges as its consumer market dominance wanes. Africa's relationship with China offers growth opportunities. Zero tariff policies could boost African economies. However, dependency on China poses risks. Large loans for infrastructure could lead to debt issues. A new global economic map is emerging with China at its center. The AFCFTA is key to Africa's strategy of self-determination. The US must navigate this multipolar economic landscape. The future hinges on how this new relationship evolves.